All right, y'all. So Midwest Melanin Mafia is back, and we are going to be talking about Survivor Series. We're going to talk about Survivor Series. We may talk about NXT Deadline, and we're also going to talk about some of the matches that have been booked for Saturday Night Main Event. Okay. From my understanding, the consensus online is that Survivor Series was a little underwhelming for them. They had certain expectations that were not met, and they just thought that everything was wrapped up just a little too clean for them. It wasn't no cliffhangers, nothing was left open, nobody turned on anybody, and you still have a lot of unanswered questions like who attacked Jade Cargill, what is the favor that CM Punk gained by being a part of the Bloodlines match with, of course, Solo and his bloodline, where Paul Heyman been at all this time. It's a lot of questions. A lot of questions and not really a lot of answers. Not to mention Monday, the New Day pretty much became the most hated tag team in the world. But we'll get to all of that in a minute. First, let's start off with Survivor Series. Let's start off with the first match, which was the women's match. I'll let one of y'all go first on what y'all thought about the women's match.
The first half was fucking horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it,
She just came right out the bat.
but it
It's the
was.
truth.
It was it
It's the
was it
truth.
was really,
Yeah, it was bad.
really bad.
I blame a lot of that on Naya. I'm sorry.
I blame it
I
I can
honestly.
see where you coming
It was
from.
just not good.
I didn't
I
like.
I
I
feel like
honestly, it is so not. I honestly, it was so bad. I don't want to put it on one person. It's a joint effort.
it
She
feels
was
like
a
there were a
big.
lot of spots where
This is
like
how
they
bad.
were
This
too
is how bad
careful.
it was. I am considering it everybody's problem.
Oh no,
Damn.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing
I
that.
am. It's a
Damn.
group project. For this is a group project, and since I am, are they having this now?
She said one band, one sound.
Right?
But it did feel like a
Mm-mm.
lot of them were a bit too safe in that match,
Yeah,
especially
I think
Nia
so
and her
too.
chair shots.
All of
That one.
everybody's chair shots were everybody's hits. They again, I agree. They were too safe. You could tell, like it was like tap. I'm like, fucking hit her.
At least
Yeah.
stump on the ring so it could sound like you put like pressure into it.
It didn't really pick up until Rhea got in there. And that's when they really started to go at it. And I was like, either Naya shouldn't have been in it or she shouldn't have started. They should have put somebody else up there first
Hmm.
because it
I do agree
just
with that.
it didn't
It should
hit.
have been like Candace.
Candace or EO
Should have started with Candace. Yeah, started with
because
Candace. You could have left Bailey in there, but like you
Candace
can
is
hear
my
Bailey
MVP.
calling the plays.
I don't know. Candace,
Candace should
she
have went
shined
first.
because she shined like a
I
whole brand new nickel. She should have went first.
I liked Candace. I didn't have a problem with it. She had a little botch in hers, but that was just from the offset of her jumping to hit her off of the ropes. But
Right.
it was just like I can't explain it. I don't know. Bailey wasn't on her game all the way in the beginning. It was almost like they were trying to like figure out a way to do it. You could
It
hear
felt like
her.
a lot of oh shit, I forgot what to do. Like
Yes.
what do we do?
And I was like, the girls are usually solid. Like, we'll never really have much to say about the girls. What the fuck? Are they about to do Raw Underground in here? What is happening?
I don't even have it on. In the, first let me turn the phone down so we
Because
don't want
I can't
No
hear.
spoilers.
no
NXT.
we don't
I
want
can't watch it.
we don't want the federales to come after us either.
Oh, wow.
Like, oh y'all streaming.
Oh, okay. She is asking for that. Okay. Well, I mean, overall, everybody got they say so about how they felt about the women's match.
Mm-hmm.
If you got something else to add, now's the time.
So was it
Sink
the
in.
EO and
worst
that damn trash
overall?
can.
Do
Yeah,
y'all think?
Rio loves her in Tash Can,
Let me find
and
someone that I could trust
I
as much
this
as
Loki
EO
doesn't
trust
have
that.
to do with the match or doesn't have to do with the match. Um, how can I mute this? Oh,
Like if
I'm
you're
so
if you're
sick of
out
them.
there and I could trust you as much as EO trusts that trash can, my DMs are wide open.
Dead ass.
I cannot.
That's true. That part I did enjoy the dual, the trash can on one
Rhea's
side. Who jumped off the top?
riptide from the top into the table was really good too.
It did.
I
I
agree.
can't.
What
Also,
was you
this is
saying?
what killed me. I love Naomi and I love a person who is obsessed with their birthday, but I was like, Naomi, take the party hat off, please.
Leave her alone. I didn't have a
We're at
problem with
War
her wearing
Games.
her hat. You
Please take the afterwards the press conference perfectly fine, as it should
you
be.
let her wear her hat. Let her
That
have
mug
it.
was secured
I
the
was like,
whole time.
Naomi, take the
Okay.
hat off because it looked to the point that her ass was gonna go out there with it on, which she low key did.
I thought she had the Alicia hairstyle going until like the lights came off. I was
I
like, oh,
couldn't tell
birthday
at
hat.
first. So what's she doing? I said she do not got a fucking party hat on. And then who was it? I don't know. It was just I was just like I can't. I was like this is so unserious. Wrestling is unserious anyways, but this was so unserious. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, Naomi, take off the hat.
All right, now that I finished my waffle, I'm back to
Oh
Oh
business
god.
shit!
now, real quick. So
You
Hey,
got a
why
waffle?
can't we celebrate birthdays now?
I didn't say
I
nothing about
can't.
not celebrating birthdays. I was like
I would
I
walk in
was
the
like,
club with a
are we
towel in
gonna
my
wrestle with
head.
the party hat on?
You gonna really wrestle with it
I
on?
would have loved
And
Yep.
a
that
war games match
actually.
at that.
Yeah, if it was a regular match, I honestly wouldn't have given a fuck or even have had an opinion. I was like, girl, you about
It's
this is
like
a war games match.
Miss Mamas, you going to war?
And I'm gonna go to war with my hat on and still whoop ass.
A fucking
So
party
Exactly.
hat on.
Yep.
What do you think it's
and
Fortnite?
will and will
She
What do you
should
think
have
it's
had a smash
Fortnite?
too.
shit.
Like this
I'd have
crowd
had
gonna know it's
streamers
my
and
birthday.
everything. Messing with me.
I cannot.
It'd been confetti and all kind of shit coming down when I came out there.
Then that's
Just
I mean
saying.
that's what it should happen. That's perfectly.
Hey,
My
real quick,
thing is
what's
literally I'm okay with. She could have literally had everyone screaming and singing happy birthday as she came down. That would have been perfectly made sense to me. The
Well,
confetti,
they did it while she was
everything,
in
yeah, they did it
during
everything
at the
about
birthday.
end.
that would have made sense. It was the party hat.
And was there a single KOD delivered in that match? I don't recall.
No,
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 Why?
because
because
no one ever kicks out of it. So I think
yeah.
there's no point. The whole thing was weird, and I felt like, unlike the men's one, when after a while I was like, "Damn!" I said the OG bloodline is getting no offense in. This one was
Mm,
weird because they literally got no offense in almost the entire time, and then Rhea won
Hmm.
for them
mhm.
because I was watching it at my friend's house. I had one friend that actually watches wrestling was so got so fucked up from the Michigan OSU game was deceased during this time, so I was explaining everything to everybody the whole time by myself. And then there got to a point where people were like, they were like, damn, they're getting their asses whooped.
Mm.
And I'm like, Yeah.
Blame that on the booking producers. Ain't got
Hey,
no
what's
choice.
Naya's reasoning for keeping Tiffany around, knowing you can't trust this motherfucker?
You gotta keep your
Knowing,
enemies close.
knowing in a split second she's like, "Ooh, I could,
I mean,
like
do
I
you
could
want
end
to
all this right
wait
now."
for it to come out of nowhere, or do you want to see it coming? Because either way, it's coming.
What it's got to be like Seth. Like since she's teasing it at this point, when it
I think it's
happens,
going to be a failed cash in at this point
I
you
anyway.
think
I I think it's happening at Mania. I generally do.
because she can hold on to
No
it.
woman is.
I think Money in Bank she can hold on to it until July, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm thinking they're gonna do what they did
Yes.
to Daniel
Yes.
Bryan. Like Naya and someone else is gonna be like in some big match. End of the match, they're both gonna be laid out. And Tiff's gonna be like, you know what? And like she's gonna run and do it, and Naya's gonna do like that kick out at like 3.5 type thing.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Or hear me out. She might end up deciding to cash in on one of those new women titles.
No.
True.
I'm just
No.
I
saying,
mean,
she
she
just might.
could.
She
You
just might.
She
could, but you
could.
ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that.
Why
I think
not?
I think she should be in either. I don't. I honestly think a failed cash in needs to happen because not every single. There has been 100% guaranteed for the women's Money in the Bank so far.
This is true.
There has been 100% guaranteed money. There's been. I'm trying to count them in my head.
Was it
Oh
5?
wait, so all the women who won
Okay,
briefcase, they
Carmel.
won.
Yes, every
Yes,
one of them.
Oh,
there has not been a single unsuccessful women's Money in the Bank cash in.
I mean,
Not
Oscar
one.
really didn't have to
They
cash
are
in.
100%
I mean,
average, so someone
I mean,
needs to
Seth
do
Rollins did the work for her.
lower than average.
How many cash-ins has it been?
I think it's been
So you have
5.
Carmella twice, you have Alexa
Right.
Bliss. Also, most of these have been the same night. Alexa Bliss,
Yeah.
Bailey, Io Sky,
Um, and Liv.
Liv Morgan.
I feel like there's more than that.
Dennis
Nikki Cross.
I feel
Oscar
like I'm
Oscar
missing
by
at least
technicality.
Asuka.
Seth
Or
Rollins
is it
did the work for
Oscar?
her.
Asuka
oh,
technically
Oscar.
never even had a
No, he
casher
thinks.
in.
So Oscar just became the champion because
Yes,
Becky was pregnant.
yeah. Asuka technically never even had a cash in because she actually won the belt.
I think Tiff heard what I said.
Right, but they do count it. And then Rashard over there tripping. Yo,
I
he
said Seth did. I
tripping.
said Seth did the work for her to cash in over
That's
Becky.
Oh my
crazy.
gosh,
That's crazy.
Well,
that's wild. So that's what I'm saying. So those are all the women who have won Money in the Bank, and they have all been successful.
And you said Alexa did it on Rousey, right? Alexa did it on
I
someone.
Nikki
On
Cross.
Naya,
That was the
didn't
other random one.
somebody been cashing on Naya?
I
Yeah,
could
it
have
was
sworn
Alexa
Alexa
Bliss
did
that
it.
did
Yeah,
Alexa
because
Bliss
it was
did.
it
that
was
was
in
the match.
Chicago. I think that was a
Yeah.
Chicago cash in
That's what I
with
thought.
Alexa.
Her and Ronda was wrestling on that match and she cashed in on her, and that's how
And she
their
pinned
feud switched off from Nia
Naya
to that's how it switched off.
because Liv cashed in on Ronda.
Hmm.
I know one of Carmella's was Charlotte. I don't remember the second one. Who was
It
the
was
other
that
one?
ladder. They made him do that ladder. Was it?
Yeah,
It was
who was the
Charlotte,
other
and
one?
then
Oscar. We just said how Oscar got hers. Io cashed in that middle of that triple threat and got it off of Bianca.
right.
Who was the
I
other?
forgot all about EO.
Regardless, everyone has won a Money in the Bank. Tiffany needs to lose. This average needs to go down. It
I feel
can't
like
be
There's
guaranteed.
been
I feel like
there's
she
been
has to
6.
win
So
though.
why?
I feel like she doesn't need to win.
Be, I think
But the
because they're
thing
trying to get out.
is,
Mm.
whoever she cashes in on, they're going to turn.
They're
So, do we
trying.
want a face Naya or
they're gonna turn Tiffany to a face because it
They're gonna
should be a
turn
cash
her
in
into
against
a
Nia.
face. Yeah,
They're gonna turn Tiffany in
yeah.
that face before they
Yeah,
turn
because like she
Nia.
already has like the crowd appeal, and like they're steady trying to find another woman to be at the top level outside this circle of dominant champions of like Rhea, Bianca, and Charlotte, and Becky Lynch, like the same people that's going to be this champ. They're trying to find somebody new, and this is like their way to find somebody new to push to the top with just an easy
Okay.
cash in title. And we just got to see how they hold their momentum after they win the title. When we saw Nikki Cross do it,
Okay.
it was short lived, but they gave it a
Mhm.
try. I mean, that would probably be somebody that should have not won, but it's neither here nor there. So,
I don't know how I randomly
hey, I'm just
remembered
saying,
she
bro.
won Money in a Bank. I was like, there's somebody so weird who won it, and it's in the back of my head.
If Chelsea
It
Green won
was
the Money in the
Nikki.
Bank, it's all right if she lost.
Hey,
Okay, I
don't
see what you're
Raquel with
saying.
that outfit remind you of Michael Scott on The Office when he had that bandana on his head?
Why?
I love Chelsea Green so
I,
much.
like all these years of Raquel just walking around cheesing and stuff, it's hard to all of a sudden take her serious
All of a sudden, she a
I will
chola.
never take
like
that
this
woman
evil
seriously.
emo, like
I
this
say, you look
emo
stupid.
person.
That bitch
Like
Okay,
used to
her
be
girl.
your equal tag team partner, and that bitch got you regulated to a bodyguard. You will be
Mm-hmm.
unserious
like
to me
her
for the rest of your career there.
like even in the damn thing, like what is she looking at in this picture that we're that we're looking at?
She ain't looking at nothing,
She's
child.
she's thinking
Let
about like
Cobra
how
back
did I
do what
get
she
back here?
doing. Well, we can't. We'll be here all day fucking around with her, and I don't. I, the logic behind how they're operating is weird to me.
I like how
It's
Candace is like
strange.
the
Yeah, it's
worker.
also I do get what you're saying, Rashad, and I do agree with that because what in the grand scheme of things, there isn't any big faces besides Bianca and now Rhea. But Rhea is very recent as a face.
Yeah, I put her more in the anti-hero category
Well, there. I
because
mean, it's adjacent.
I say more face because she has more like crowd interaction. She's
Yeah, that's the only reason I will lean her towards
like
that.
anti-hero. I probably put Roman more anti-hero. Like his is like no crowd interaction. Like his is just in his own lane. Like you could
Yeah.
hear from him, you could boo him. It doesn't matter. He's going to keep doing what he's
Um.
doing. Type deal.
Yeah, because it's like okay, because it's literally just her and Bianca, and it's like we don't have any big ones in NXT yet. The biggest one we have is Kalani. I even though like Julia and Stephanie are there, to me they're not built up yet
Yeah, they
enough
just
within
arrived
the NXT
time.
environment to be considered that. And then we got Roxanne, but obviously Roxanne's been a heel for a while now. So I feel like I agree with the Tiffany thing. I think whenever this bullshit happens, is going to turn her face. Because who else we know? Because when Charlotte gets back, Charlotte's probably not going to be a face when she comes
but
back.
I wouldn't make her a face. No way.
I wouldn't make her a
Unless
face, so she's out. Alexa Bliss is definitely not coming back as a face.
no. Only time
So the only
Charlotte be a face.
person we got is to turn Tiffany, and whenever Becky wants to come back from vacation.
Mm.
Doesn't it feel like a Mia Yim or Michin? She has like that Zack Ryder s like she has like that deep following that everyone knows like she's great, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
everyone knows like she has like that
And
Yeah,
natural
Chelsea's the
following
same way, so
from
that's
the
I also
national
want them on
turnover.
separate shows.
Yeah,
I have to agree.
They need because they I agree that's a valid point. They both have very similar fan bases and following. We need
and
to
it's like
separate them.
natural. It's like a natural following.
Yes, because I
Yeah,
think one of them should have each title, in my opinion, of the mid guard.
fair.
And if y'all remember
Give
during they
make
dumpster match,
take Mia the Raw, give her the IC, keep Chelsea on SmackDown, or vice
mhm,
versa. Whoever wants who on Netflix. If I was Netflix, I would take Mia.
What'd you say, Britt?
I was saying, if we look go back to that dumpster match that they had, that Chelsea and Mia had, like they both legit got a good response. Like Mia got a pop when she did something funny. Of course, Chelsea got a pop. So I do get that they I do agree they both need to be separate. But if I had to choose who to go where with Netflix, I feel like Chelsea is the better fit over there because they saying this is like straight up TV 14. So we getting like some like old school stuff, and I just feel like Chelsea is the one that's better fit to go over there. But I got her winning the SmackDown title, so that's probably not gonna happen.
I got Mia winning that.
You got Mia winning?
I do. I do.
Hmm.
Uh I would
Well, one of
I
y'all
think
feelings is
I
gonna be hurt.
shut up, Nicole.
I don't know. I like Chelsea with the
I
U.S. title more.
I do too because I think it's
mm,
funny because she's Canadian,
Hmm.
Oh
and
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like she's
She's
gonna
like,
do
y'all ain't
something with that.
and you know, she could dress up as like
y'all
Miss
ain't
USA
shit.
in her entrance and
It'll be
stuff,
funny.
and like how
Please
she
do not
walks
give her
down
the
like
idea.
in her gown and how she'll wave at the crowd
She'll straight up dress as a Statue of Liberty
like I'm Miss
in
Y'all
USA
can go
Canadian
to hell.
colors.
Champion.
Y'all can go to hell for that.
Right, and that could be her way. Like whenever she's complaining, like whenever she gets on their nerves, she'll be like, "Oh, I'm Miss USA. You need to listen to me."
And they're
To
like,
the
"This is
general
that's not
managers,
how
like,
Miss USA works."
You're horrible. All of you. You're all horrible. Um, we gotta get to the next match. So it was Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight, and Shinsuke beat LA Knight. He is now the new United States champion.
shout out to the dark
I'm
niggas.
trying to make sense of what I saw. I don't understand why they pulled the trigger so quickly.
Boo! I ain't want this to happen. I'm sorry.
Well, I think it's because
I
Shinsuke got that match in Noah or wherever it is in January or February. So having him walk into that ring with that title will be pretty cool.
Hmm. I mean, it was time for LA to lose too, because wasn't he like undefeated since like July?
I mean, you can have him lose a
Mm-hmm.
regular match. You have to let him lose a title match.
right, right.
I mean,
Like
it
they
would have to been a title match if they promoted it as that like LA Knight hasn't been pinned or in a match since
well,
July, so it couldn't have been a regular match.
they could have did that thing where they have like a a contender match to the title match. That's superstar they was doing like in the past year, like have facing against a champion to contend for their championship title later on. They could have did something like
That
that.
he makes a valid point. That is
But
true.
having LA Knight lose already,
He's had it for a while.
it
He only
ain't
had
gonna
it for
be
119 days. That's
right.
that's like 90 days, a little more than 90 days.
it's like what 3.5 months. Ain't that long?
But at
Right.
the same time,
It's
he
like a
hasn't he
it's like a
hasn't been
month.
pinned in 5 months. Like
It,
he can
like
still
I
put
said,
more weight on the title.
they could have him lose like in a tag team match or
No,
something. Have
And it
him
was such
pinned.
a quick feud
no,
with
it'll be
them.
like
Like they didn't really do much with Shinsuke and LA. It was like 2 weeks and now he done lost the title.
Right, they could have gave the title to shoot, what's that dude?
Andrade or Carmelo, one of them.
Exactly, yeah.
They could
it's
have
similar.
dropped
It's
it
like
to one of
Shinsuke
them.
saying like he was right about him knowing like LA's weakness.
I mean,
That's
yeah, but
fair too.
if you're gonna tell a story, then you need to flush it out. I'm sorry. I don't want don't give me no villain come back and then he a fucking super villain. In 2 weeks he gets the championship. Nah.
So, and I do get that part, but somebody made a point on Twitter that every single time Shinsuke has done something like fancy as far as like his character, he lost the title or he lost the big match. I think one of them was included with Seth, if I'm not mistaken, but
Yep,
he lost.
because of his
So
back.
every time something fancy was introduced to Shinsuke's character, he lost. So I'm thinking, okay, with this big heel turn coming, with another big heel turn, I'm thinking, okay, so he's definitely gonna win whatever whenever it comes. Now, was it too early? Sure, but I just didn't think that they were gonna just let him take another L after another heel turn, especially after one that was like this one. Now, could they have waited till the Rumble? Because I don't think they have a December show, a December pay per view. Do they have
Yes,
December pay per
they
view?
do.
They do.
Saturday night main event.
You're right. They could have did it there, but
That a pay-per-view? That's coming on
you're
TV.
right.
That's like
Okay,
a
that's
regular
fair. But
TV, right?
still, but
That's
They
still,
like
get putting it
that's
on
like a glorified
Peacock.
house show.
that is fair.
It's like on Channel 5. Channel 5.
Shoot, Peacock come on Channel 5.
Wait a minute.
I thought it was like a glorified house show type deal.
Are you kidding me?
I swear that that's coming on Peacock exclusively.
It's not gonna be on
But
Are
25.
you talking about Saturday Night Main Event?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not 25.
yeah,
No, it's on NBC and Peacock.
That's what I
yeah,
thought.
just
oh,
like a
it's
Ain't
on
you?
glorified
both.
house show.
Yeah, because the whole
What is the
point,
house
because back
show?
in the day when Saturday Night Main Event used to be a thing,
Right.
it aired obviously strictly on NBC.
Yeah, it's on both.
Now to make me upset about Saturday night main event is if nobody lose their title. Somebody got to lose their title on that night. I don't know who, but somebody got to lose their title.
Nobody
No
losing.
one's
You
losing. No
can't
one's
hype
losing
that
the
up
title.
and have
Nobody.
somebody take a
No,
big L.
it's a
I think
filler. That's
so
all it
More
because
to
is.
push the women's
that
championships.
was always such
Yeah,
that was always a big show back in the day.
Right.
Like
That is
I
Saturday
don't
true.
know.
Night
It's
Main
Somebody is
Event
gonna
used
lose
to
their
be such
title.
a big
Somebody
deal.
losing.
I think it's
Nobody.
more to push the women's
Somebody
championships,
losing.
Nobody losing
It's
this
not gonna
and
be
bitch.
it's
Gunther
and it's
though.
used
I
in,
can tell you
and it's
that.
used in the men's. I think it's used in the men's championships to boost like the women's championships matches.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I
But we know
mean,
Cody
if
not losing.
I don't know about that,
You don't think he
I
would
don't know.
really?
If I was Triple H, I would.
I wouldn't. If I was gonna have Cody lose, I'd have him lose at Mania
Because that
I
means
want to
you
start
have
some shit.
you have
because
the
he doesn't
option.
have a under. It's not like he's like a Bianca who has like a Mania streak.
And then isn't he a 2-time Rumble winner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it right there. So if KO were to, which I totally don't mind Kevin Owens winning, but if Cody were to lose, then once again Cody would be in the conversation of winning the Royal Rumble, or he'll be in the Final
I
Four.
ain't trying to have him three-peat.
I don't want it either.
But
Oh,
I
they
mean,
better win the
not even
titles.
in the top four. Throw him out early.
oh
yeah,
shit.
Throw him out during. Let
Right.
it be the shocker.
Besides, we already know
Let
John
it
Cena
be
gonna
like the
win the
big
Royal
upset.
Rumble.
don't what?
No, lying. No, don't
We
put
No,
that
gotta
out
buy
there.
tickets talking about Rumble.
we gotta do
No,
that. We gotta do that.
shut up.
After when we get off air, we gotta do that. No, do not do that. Absolutely not.
I love John Cena, but no,
I'll walk right up
absolutely
out that
not.
stadium.
Not you, Lee.
Oh, and John with Rumble.
Oh,
No,
John
John
Cena's
cannot
winning the
win
Royal
Royal Rumble.
Rumble.
He can win Elimination Chamber.
I don't think he
Nah,
is. I honestly
Neither.
think him. Well, him and
I
Gunther is
feel like
gonna
he's
be
gonna win
battling
the
it out.
Rumble, but I would rather him win Elimination Chamber.
He better go challenge
I
a
don't
young and
want
go
him
get
to
his
win the
lick back from
Rumble.
Austin Theory or something.
man, shoot,
No
where's
dead
Austin?
ass.
Go get your lick back.
In the back on
Hey
SmackDown.
Austin, come here. We got to talk. We got to
Oh,
discuss something.
Axiom losing them titles, boy.
Damn. Okay,
Look, there go your spoiler.
so congratulations to Shinsuke for winning the championship. Okay,
I
let's
forgot
go to
Eric
Triple.
Bischoff. Why is Eric Bischoff here?
He doing some type of confrontation mediation,
He
which
is so
we don't
fucking
need to see that.
messy.
I don't want to see that because Bridge Holland can't talk. So I don't know what he mediating. Anyway, we got Sheamus versus Braun Breaker and Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh,
This
looks
was
like
my
Kaiser's
favorite
hairdo
match.
looks like it's like
Push
Velcroed on.
Ludwig Kaiser to the moon.
Yes.
I love this match.
I
It
am.
was
Ooh.
so
It
good.
was a good match. It was a good match.
Loved it.
But I'm saying when Louis Cox get his opportunity, is he about to go crazy in that mid card division?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
way Brian Breaker flew across the screen to
Oh yeah,
take him out,
Why did he do that?
I don't know.
Robbie, Robbie, gone.
And
He is
somebody else
dead
could have
as
said,
Superman.
it's been a long time since we had a meathead
We talking
wrestler
about
in
Perk
the
Angle.
E.
Like we need to see
Okay.
that dude
what
Brian is
Braun.
intense for no.
He just be coming from out of nowhere. The way they catch the angles of him doing that
All adrenaline.
is nuts. And the hops, the height of it. I'm
He
just
be
like,
on
where the
something
fuck
before
did
he
you
go to
come
the
from?
gate.
He he is a freak athlete. You got to give him that. He light in the ass when he be talking, but he is a freak athlete. I will give him his props on that one.
I feel bad for Sheamus though, because that's still the only title that he needs to be a Grand Slam champion. He
Yes.
still ain't touching it.
I think
Still,
I think
I
he'll
love
get
how
it. He'll get it
he's
eventually.
still like fighting for it.
Right, like
I,
he just
I
right
mean, I
there.
feel like Ludwig is gonna get that title off of Brian Breaker, and then they'll settle their shit with Ludwig and Sheamus, and that's how they'll do it. Because I mean, it'll mean a lot more coming off of Ludwig since he's been giving Sheamus hell these last couple of months. So whatever, I don't care. I don't. I just like the match. This was my favorite match on the card. I knew it was going to be good, but it was even better than I expected. So I was happy. That was a highlight of the show right there.
We
Anybody
need that
else want
one
to talk
on
about
one
this match?
between
Are y'all
Braun and
good?
Kaiser. We need that 1-on-one with Braun and Kaiser so Braun can just fold him like one time.
Oh, that's coming. Definitely, that's coming. I hope they do it at main event too. I would really like to see that if they do it at Saturday night main event. All right. Everybody good on this match, or you got something else to add? Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
I'm good.
Next,
Final match. Well, singles match. Gunther versus Damian Priest.
I'm
I
trying to
don't
figure out
think
what
I've
they're trying to
ever.
do with this.
I don't think I've ever been an op to someone the way Finn Balor is a op to Damien.
Okay, this is. I'm gonna spiral. This is gonna go into Monday, even though we're not doing a Raw recap really.
Like
Mm-hmm.
Finn is on some
Finn
major
is
hater shit,
messy. Finn is
right?
messy, and he's jealous, and he looks like a jealous little short man.
It's okay because it's about to bite him in his ass.
he's turning
It's
this
about
shit.
to
You
bite him in
look
his ass.
crazy. You look fucking stupid. You got a fucking title. You defended twice in almost
Mm-hmm.
200 days. You run around
He,
worried about Damien. Damien ain't worried about you. You chasing after him like he's an ex-girlfriend who got a new man and ain't thinking about you. And so you gotta go fuck her shit up and ruin her existence because you're mad and messy that she moved on. Hold on, I have to listen here
Stop.
for y'all see.
Stop it.
And it's just stupid. Like they all Judgment Day just looks
Wanna
stupid now.
just leave
Everybody
this and
looks
you on the
fucking
side.
dumb. Liv and her fucking jean panties that she wears every day looks dumb. Dom looks dumb. Carlitos look dumb since he's been in the group because there's no reason for him to be there.
Raquel, what's
Raquel
your
looks
reason?
dumb because she doesn't know where she's at half the time. JD's looks fucking dumb because just look at him. And then you got Finn.
Why? Pow, pow, pow.
Everyone's fucking this is the dumbest. The only thing that they have good going for them is
Our
that
truth.
they're holding three titles surprisingly,
No dead
and that
ass.
they actually look cohesively as a unit. As an image
Yeah.
wise, they look on brand and together. But
Okay.
they're fucking suck. Everybody's a loser.
Like Damien's
I
ready
don't
to
care
move
that
on.
Raquel just won the match. All the motherfuckers are losers. Every single one
No
of them.
dead ass. That's true.
Like I would have fucking cussed them out and I would have jumped them. If the Judgment Day tried to get in my business, I'd be like, "You're a fucking loser, Finn."
Hey, anyone that's listening, if you had that random ex that wished you a happy Thanksgiving, that's Finn Balor.
That's fair.
Like, why you worried about my Thanksgiving?
And Damian running
Right.
after him, I wouldn't even give him the energy. I would after the match, I'd have went in my car, I'd have drove past him, and I would looked at him and looked at him again and laughed and rolled up my window. That would have hurt him a lot more than him engaging.
That's all right. You finna lose the
They're
tag team
just such
titles.
fucking losers. And then someone else can talk about them besides talk about this besides me. But I just can't fucking stand it. Just a big group of losers that just kept multiplying.
Yeah. My God, today. Well, anybody else?
But it
I
wasn't
don't
good.
know. You just call somebody a big group of losers. How you follow up with something like that? I'm like, damn, like,
But yeah, good match.
all right.
There goes Judgment Day, ruining something else.
It's just funny that Finn is attacking Damien for all the things that Damien was like you're turning into what you didn't like about Damien. So why are we still here? Like you did that.
Yeah.
Hate is really the biggest motivation. We'll get to that topic later, but hate really is the motivator in the WWE. We'll get to
Mm.
that point.
It seemed to be a disease going around. Everybody's being afflicted. Uh-huh. Well, Gunther retained, but he wasn't too happy about that. Finn suffered a boot to the face because he got involved. Y'all know Gunther lost to Cody. He did had his confidence shaken, and Damien has been playing on that for weeks, and it's been eating at him. He's like, I need to prove that I can beat this man, and every time he wrestles him, Finn comes out of nowhere,
He
and
just need
Gunther
to
was
boot
like,
him.
nah, like
That
he
bob he
did.
had. He had that Nicki Minaj bob, like no one noticed that.
Adam, if you know you a problem when Adam Pierce is reading your ass on Monday Night Raw, okay, that's problematic. Adam told him to his face, "You barely want to defend the damn titles that you got, and you talking about getting this title." He was like, "Finn, get the fuck out of my face, get the fuck out of my face." So hopefully, we'll show y'all the match card for Saturday Night Main Event, but there's going to be another match added to that, and I'll explain that later. But for now, we're going to end Survivor Series with the Bloodline match.
The Bloodline had a better showing compared to the match they was in 2022 or 2020.
Correct.
What year was that?
I
It
don't
was
know.
2022.
One of their war games was really bad. I don't remember which
The
one.
It was, she's right. It was 2022.
Yeah, so they
Mm-hmm.
a completely different, like much better showing. Because I don't know what that was back in 2022,
A
but this is the
mess.
better showing. This is the better showing.
Yeah, she's right. It was a very good showing. I like this match a lot. Um,
Hey,
Tamatonga started off.
we talking about being off on shit. We need to talk about what the hell Tama was on at the beginning of it. Yelling
What's
across
wrong
the
with
cage.
him?
He was just all on the cage and he never came down. He never came down from the sides of the cage. And I'm like, bro, please, please, just,
Like he
just
came
get.
in normal. They cut the camera. Then they cut it back in the ring.
And
You
he
just
just
see him going
just around the rim of the ring.
like,
Just,
bro.
I don't know what type of shit you be on, but
So this
go
flick,
off.
I'm gonna go across this cage.
Now, in regards to this match and how it went down, this was a much better, cleaner matchup for War Games. the men took advantage, not as much as the women did of the the usage of using weapons. They didn't do that as much. However, there were tables in this match. There were some weapons used. But I will say it was a lot cleaner in this match. There was a lot more fluidity between the wrestlers in this match. They had a plan, clearly. They executed it. Now, there was some storytelling in the match. You saw CM Punk was getting ready to go out. Roman stopped him and made Sammy go out there.
Mm-hmm.
On the OG, on the new bloodline side, everybody was listening to Solo. The way Solo put people in that match was smart. He put all his best warriors forward, every single one of them, and left Tongaloa in the back to wait to come out. The best warriors went first. He was like, "No, you stay back here with me. You stay back here with me. Just wait this out."
We're gonna wait this out.
And
We're gonna see how it look.
yeah, because you might get your ass whooped. We gonna let them fight it out
I
first.
love him, but I can't take him serious. I really can't.
And the fact that he's going along with it too.
Hey, the paycheck clear. That's all that matters.
He rolled with the punches. I give him that.
Okay. So once they finally got that stuff worked out, Roman doing his slow walk thought he was going to son CM Punk. CM Punk moved that nigga out the way and just
He
walked
moved.
straight to the ring.
And that's how we are when we walk here too. Like if you walking slow, like move.
Get the fuck out the way.
Like you will. There's a chance you will get shoved.
Oh, it
like
took him fucking 13 years to get down there.
it take forever. Now Jay Uso and Thomas started the match. They had Bronson go in there, Jacob went in there, and then on the other side they had Jimmy, they had Sammy, and then it was CM Punk and Roman, and then Solo. Solo came in before Roman because they had the advantage. The new bloodline had the advantage. For the most part, the match was cool, but they were overtly dominant on the bloodline until Roman got in there. And that was a similar issue in this match, like it was in the women's match. There wasn't a lot
But
of back and forth. You did get some, but there wasn't a lot.
Punk came in there on that toolbox though.
CM Punk was the
He
only
was like,
one who
I
was
bet.
like,
He was like,
it's
I
the
bet.
big
Watch
motherfuckers
this.
in here.
They were all lined up. He was like, I bet. Let me get this
Just
toolbox.
threw a whole toolbox.
Beat the shit out of him with it.
So I will say when CM Punk got in there, things started to pick up, and it was getting more and more interesting. And then again, they started to tell some of the story where Roman had to shade CM Punk in the damn ring once he got in there because they locked the doors so he couldn't get in there. And I'm sitting here like, well, the goddamn match can't start unless this motherfucker gets in the ring. So unless you plan on opening
They
this
were
damn
planning to
door, I'm
do.
not trying to be here all night.
I guess their idea
Roman
was
big.
like beat the shit out of them, and then they'll be like, "All right, Roman, get your ass in here. It's 5-on-1."
I mean, I guess Roman had to scale the side of the cage to get in there, which was gnarly to see this big man climbing the side of this cage. So cool beans if that's what you want to do. He got in there. They tried to stop him or at least attack him. He got in there. They got on their side. They got on the other, and then the War Games match began. And we started seeing the story. CM Punk was getting shaded a little bit. Paul Heyman had to come out there, tell them that they got to work together to get this done. And that's when the tide of the match started to change. They took out Jacob later on, but first they took out Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed was going to do a tsunami off the top of the damn cage onto Roman on the table. CM Punk saved him. So he missed that. Thank God for that. On the other side, Jacob was taken out by Jimmy. He ended up breaking his toe doing that. So, and he was able to fight through it. So it must have been a lot of adrenaline flowing through him because he didn't feel it until the match was over. But
Mm-hmm.
Solo was on his lonesome on the other side of the ring, and they all ended up getting their signature moves off. And Roman got his spear, and that was it.
I love
Everybody
when they do
hugged it
that.
out.
Cause they
Everybody
did
hugged
that.
it out.
They did that in 2022. Everybody got they finish off.
Hmm.
And they split some
Everybody
muffins
hugged it out.
backstage.
They was happy. And even CM Punk got a little handshake from the tribal chief.
They know they can't stand each other.
They can't. They can't.
Like we eventually have to see a promo. I mean, at this point we have to see a promo to where Roman literally calls CM Punk out on the reason why he doesn't like him, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
real life reason why he don't like him. So I would hope they would add that somewhere down the line because that would make for like an amazing promo if we actually get that conversation. Seth and Punk already did it. Why not Roman and Punk?
I mean, true.
My thing
True.
is like it could be the match because I keep recalling back to when Punk originally walked out, and remember on when he was on Cocabana's podcast, how he kept venting about him having that match with Roman, about how backstage kept like forcing him and reminding him like how much he had to make Roman look strong and how much he had to put over Roman, like how important it was to put over Roman. So you could have still that like hey, these people were trying to convince me that you were the guy and I still don't see it. I don't see like this tribal chief everyone's trying to convince me that you are type deal.
I mean that makes sense. You're right. Oh boy. They got a lot to work with when it comes to CM Punk because everybody hates him. Except for a select few. Everybody hates CM Punk. So
And you know what? It makes
nigga.
for good storylines because folks literally feel like with Sammy. Sammy said when they did like the recap of whatever show that was, he said how he felt about Punk. So there are a lot of
Yeah.
people who just like, whatever. Here's my beef with him, but well, since he's here and they eating it up, I guess you just gotta go ahead and roll with it. But they can incorporate all these feelings about Punk into a storyline if they really wanted to go there.
Yeah. They got a lot of wiggle room when it comes to CM Punk. He could pretty much go into a storyline with anybody. So, final thoughts about Survivor Series. What did y'all like it? Did you hate it? Was it mid? Was your expectations met? What do you think?
My takeaway from it is
A B minus.
that's fair. That's
Damn.
fair.
I'm
But
giving it a very generous C.
What's a generous? Like
Ooh,
a 76 or a 73?
Yeah,
Like a
that
79.
73.
sounds like a C. That's
Are
a
we doing the
C.
new
A
school
high
grading
C.
method or the
I
old
mean,
school grading
seriously, because
method?
you got a C plus, I
Old
think, for a
school,
77 or
definitely.
78.
No, like a 73.
Okay,
That's
damn.
B. That
So
ooh,
go
That's
C
a
minus, I
C.
guess.
C
That
minus.
is definitely a C.
But I think what people and I didn't do this, and usually I do this, especially what's been happening with the last like PLEs. Is always the like surprise slash return factor. I knew nobody was showing up. Like I knew it. I said, well, Brittany, don't expect nobody. So if you don't expect nobody, you'll be good. But I think people were expecting like Rock, possibly Charlotte, or whoever attacked Jade. I wasn't expecting none of that. I said they're gonna give us these matches on this match card, and we're gonna go ahead and enjoy it and go home.
They were expecting a rock and they were upset. But if I recall, he's filming the live action of Moana 2 right now. Or just Moana, the live action of Moana right
let
now.
me turn this off.
So he wasn't going to show up either way. But there was a big
Right.
question. Why did you have him show up at, what was it? What match did he show up at?
Was that Bad Blood?
I want to say it was Bad Blood when they had them tag team. It was Roman and Cody tag teaming, and he showed up
Oh yeah,
at
he showed
Bad
up and
Blood. The
snapped his
question,
finger.
yeah, they was like, why did you have him show up and simulate the kill like this is over, and then
It was that bad
silent.
blood.
It was at Bad Blood. Okay, so they wanted to know why, and I'm like, well, to be honest with you, we ain't gonna get no answers until we get answers. So for right now, hold your horses. I
And
Mhm.
which
think what happens a lot of times with these types of pay-per-views, y'all are foreshadowing what you think is gonna happen, and when it
mhm,
doesn't, you get upset. But you have to understand that's your thought process of what's going to happen. That isn't exactly what is being built to happen. So you can't really get mad because you thought something was supposed to happen and it didn't happen.
right.
Mhm.
But also with this whole day, I feel like with this Netflix thing, I think he'll be back on the 6th of January. That's what I'm
Of
thinking.
course. Of course.
Cause
Of
they're
course.
gonna treat that episode like the first episode of SmackDown on Fox.
Yeah. I
As long as they
respectfully
have it
agree.
all fixed up,
You ain't lying.
Right.
If we get what
go ahead
happened
and
with
let it fix
Tyson,
up.
it's over.
Go ahead and
Wait.
fix them streams. Like,
Child, them red rings of death was killing us. Killing us. The fuck?
I'm like, bro,
I could
how
have
you gonna
fucking fought somebody.
start?
That was crazy.
we're gonna be watching Raw at like 480p in order in
It's
Yes.
order for the
so
Yes.
stream.
annoying.
It's gonna be fuzzy as hell.
Oh,
Oh
I was
Lord.
just so
Yeah.
annoyed. I'm like, why do we have to keep restarting this doggone app?
I was gonna start fighting somebody. I said, "Ain't no motherfucking way."
And then we
This
watched,
lady Aaron.
I ain't even gonna get into it because we went through all that to watch a disaster. So I'm not gonna even, I'm gonna try to limit my complaining because I did that to myself.
Hey, it was free. That's all I cared about. It was
Right.
free. The other match on the card, the women's match on the card was fire. So
Oh, sure
I
was.
it was fire.
The
But
wrong
then
girl
Oh,
won
the
it, but the
girls.
match
Oh
was still
yeah, they
fire.
they did a good job.
yeah. And they
To
they
me,
did
that
give
was
the
the main
wrong girl
event.
the match. But that was a good match.
Like
Anyway.
imagine somebody return on Netflix and that mug freeze up.
And it freeze right when
Right when
they
the music
music hit.
Right when that
Girl.
music hit,
Right when it hit.
you just see the red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'd
A
be so
mess.
mad.
Like with the
A
Bitch, you know how
sirens,
mess.
fucking mad I'd be.
or is it like, oops, try
It's a
again?
mess. I can't, y'all.
Something seems to be wrong with your internet connection. Nah, it's y'all.
That ain't me. It ain't me, bro. Definitely not
The
me.
one thing that's
Netflix
also
was
was pissing me
gaslighting the
off
hell out
about
of
some
us.
people was saying, and they were like, "Well, if you think that many people are going to be watching Raw, it's to crash." I was like, "That shit was crashing with what is that show that's on there? Love
uh,
Love is
Island,
blind.
Love
yeah,
is
one of
Blind,
those
one of them
shows.
It
shows."
was Love is
Yeah.
blind. Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's probably going to be keep the same amount of people.
Hmm.
Now
It's
watch
gonna
that.
be
Watch.
the first Raw on Netflix. It's gonna be more than 2.5 million people watching.
Yeah.
There's no way. And then you have to factor in with the internet telling people what's happening. They're gonna come in and want to watch it. They're gonna gain more people.
And then
They gotta fix it.
Netflix is going to throw out like a promo to get people to sign up to switch over to
Mm-hmm.
them.
You ain't lying.
Which I will promptly
Let me
cut
get that
off my
fake email
Netflix
ready.
and re-sign up.
Let me get my fake
Under
email
that new,
address
you gotta
ready.
get that new email address. Get that fake one that you use
Shit,
to
that's what I did with this
get your
YouTube
new
TV. This is like
period.
my fifth email.
And then let's be also honest about that. Like there is still a TV 14 rating now. Unless that change, like we're some people have an old school fan. Like listen, they might start actually cussing, doing some wild stuff. This is Netflix. It's not
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
censored. You're gonna get the views. I don't see them not getting the views. I know SmackDown on Fox, I think had 4
Oh, who's
million.
this man?
Yes. She watching NXT, y'all.
Nico Vance. Okay, let me
I mean,
find you on Instagram.
She must be a
I
baddie.
turned it
But
off.
she
I turned
she
it off
literally
when
stopped all what she was saying.
I turned it off when 1 6
Right in the
Mafia
middle of it.
turned on.
She's
That's
like,
when I was
oh,
like,
wait a
"Ooh."
minute.
All
What the
right, now
fuck?
let's get together. Get
Ew.
back to the show.
Right. She stopped all
Right.
conversation.
Now, if it was Jade Cargill coming out there,
That's a different
it'd be a
story.
different story.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. But I can't say nothing.
Hmm. Right.
It's not about me
Right.
though.
Uh-huh.
Ah, tried it.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go back to making my steak and minding my business.
Oh, you talking about this Sean Spears reject that's with him and Bruce
Stop.
Jensen. He is. They got the same ball shape, their head shape the same, they got the same beard, everything. Sean Spears is a weird individual. He just looked like he peep in people's windows, and I don't like it. He gets creepy. He's creepy to
Not
me.
peeping the windows.
He do. He do that weird smile when he look at people. He has dead eyes. There's no life in his eyes when he looks at people. It's very, very unnerving. I just don't like it. He creeps me out. Anyways, this past Monday,
I just seen this clip. She did say nigga on NXT.
who said that?
Let me go back to this clip.
Jay gotta
Jada.
get one of them snow bunnies.
Yep.
Oh, it was Jada. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
He was
That's
like,
fine.
nigga,
I was
she's like,
like,
nigga, I know
because I
you hear
knew it
me.
was
I was
Nikita.
like, wait, what?
Oh, did
I
someone
just know
tweet
it
that
was
she said it?
Nikita.
Yeah.
It must.
Someone tweeted the
Yeah.
clip.
That's right.
She might get in trouble for
I
that.
said, because I'm fighting whoever that was. If it was a snow bunny,
It would have been most likely been Nikita's punk ass if it was
Right. I was like,
anybody.
make
with
sure
them
Nikita
paperclip
ain't out there.
knees.
Okay.
Barely. Her paper.
She said she got
Her
I turned
knees
off.
and Tegan Knox's knees made out of the same material. Nothing.
It's just air. It's just hopes and dreams in there.
Bitch, you can't even fit a hope in a dream. You could fit either a hope or a dream, not either.
What's wrong with you?
Her, knee, her knees are made of thoughts and prayers.
God's grace and mercy holding them knees together. How you
Nothing but
on
the blood of Jesus was holding that together.
you on the 26, 27, and you both your knees bad.
Her knees held together by those shackles that were taken off their feet so they could dance.
You gotta relax.
Please.
They took them shackles off their feet and put it in their knees.
And
Y'all,
do
quit
she not
it.
realize
Quit it.
she is too heavy topped to have that to with those type of knees? Girl, you're gonna have to cut some weight or you're gonna have to do something because you're not gonna make it.
Believe it or not, she
Yeah,
did
because
drop
I
some weight.
do, and again, we don't like talking about folks' weight,
Right.
but
It used to be
No.
beat up.
but I do think she needs to like trim up some or something.
It she was bigger than that when she first got there. She
Was
did
she?
lose
I thought
some
she was
weight.
smaller than
Yes.
that.
No, she was not. No,
What?
ma'am.
Oh.
No, ma'am. Nope. She dropped some weight after
Even
the
Cat sound
first time
confused.
she messed up her knee. She came back, she lost the weight. She was fine. Messed up her knee again. And then when she left this time, she gained some of that weight that she lost back. And when she came back, she was a little thicker, which again, I do believe that that's a part of the problem with the way WWE wrestles. The strain on her knees is just too much. And she trying to be this voluptuous white girl. Just go get you a BBL like the rest of the white hoes.
BBL jersey.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
just go get it. Like Cora done had 7 different boob changes. Okay, you can do it too.
About
All right, you ain't
No, come on,
you ain't
BBL
got to do
Nikki.
all of that. Right.
I mean, about at least
You, I
5 or
mean,
6 different variations.
Every other girl got their titties done.
they
Yeah.
do.
Go get a BBL.
Even the category,
If you
cat
want
going
to
Right.
get
I was
them
in the
crazy.
smashed,
category
then
too.
Cat is
In the
going.
category.
just don't do that. I'm
Ugh,
just saying,
she wants treats.
save
No,
your
you're
knees
getting
for
way too
trouble.
fat. Go in the other room.
Oh, she talking to her cat.
Listen, the cat
Talking
said,
to
"I
the
don't care what you talk about."
cat. Give me my treats, okay? So on Monday Night Raw, they finally started the tournament for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Let me see if I got the right graphic up here. Yeah. Dakota won. She earned the right to be able to compete in the semifinals for this tournament. I imagine they're going to have the semifinals way out past Saturday night main event because I mean they just started the Women's Intercontinental Championship, which I thought was strange. But go off, whatever makes you happy. Dakota, she beat Shayna and Katana Chance, which I was just glad Katana didn't win because I don't like her. So Dakota, shout out to you, Dakota. I don't like Katana's big chin ass. I don't like her.
That's sensitive.
Period. I'm just not a fan.
That is
She's fun.
crazy.
she she's fun
What
to
that
watch
lady
in
do
the
to you?
ring. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like her. I don't like her. She ain't do nothing to me. Most wrestlers don't do nothing to me, but I I don't really
He's
like
just
a lot
like,
of
I don't
people.
like him.
I mean, I just don't. Right? I'm sorry, but the next match we got is gonna be. Oh, look at that! Izzy Davis coming back. I ain't seen her in about 3 months. Anyway, you got Lyra, Zelina Vega, and Ivy Nile. They're gonna compete next week to be a part of the semifinals for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, they've been short as hell.
So to get to why we really mm, we gonna get to why we really here. The New Day. They had the place all decked out. I've noticed when they decorate, it's about to be some bullshit. And they did not fail to deliver on that. Okay, they gave you all the bullshit they could stuff in this segment. But the New Day's 10-year celebration, they had balloons and shit. They had pictures. The OG copper titles was sitting there. They was living their best life, honey. They came out there, they had their gear on a mannequin. They had all kind of stuff. You know, it was nice. Xavier was dressed like he was finna go preach, and Kofi looked like he was finna go out in them streets. I skipped to the part where shit got real because Big E came out there as they was getting ready to tell everybody that they were gonna go their separate ways. Big E came out and he said his piece. He basically said he wasn't gonna let them break up the crew like this, and that he was coming back to essentially be their manager and help them get through this rough patch. And that's when Sideshow Bob decided to show his head. And he was like, here you go, coming back now. We've been struggling for weeks while you was sitting on your cushy job, living your best life. We've been sitting here struggling. And Biggie was like, yeah, but like I can't do nothing. I really can't do anything. And he was like, I tore my ACL right off the bone. I came back in 9 months. You could come back. Your neck being broke is not an excuse. They went in on Biggie. They tore Biggie up. They really did.
Oh,
You can see
They
the
went
segment
hard.
where it turned, the table turned, and it was all energy on Biggie. I'm like, oh wait, that's what we gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, yeah, they oof.
The world imploded, and Big E looked like he was finna cry. He looked like he was finna cry. He said, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not doing it. We not gonna do this. They stiff armed Big E, told him, we don't want nothing to do with you. You out. And then they decided to come together. Be like, this is all we got. I'm like, well, last week you told the motherfucker that he was a loser and lost his title in 6 seconds.
Exactly.
I don't know. But see, if I was Kofi, I'd have been like, well, everybody done seen your micro penis on the internet. So I guess we even at this point. That's just me.
Now, why you have to go that deep with it?
Wow.
Why you do
Oh,
that?
now I'm the problem.
Yes.
I'm the
Yes.
problem.
Yes.
I'm problematic.
Yes.
Well,
I mean,
Trinity
I
didn't call
wonder
me
if they
Bessie for
toyed with
nothing.
that. I wonder if they actually toyed with the idea of bringing that up during that promo.
I
Like,
would have said it.
I would have said it. Yeah, I probably would have said it. I would have.
I would have said it. Now, if
I
I
would have
was
been
Big
like,
E, I damn sure would have said it.
Usos warned me about you.
Right?
See, you acting all rated R. They told me about you. They warned me.
We didn't have to show. We can see it. We can Google that shit right now.
We all saw it.
I know why you're really mad.
It ain't that. It ain't
Be
that
mad
slutty
at me. Be
forehead.
mad at God. That's what you do. Don't be
It ain't
mad
that
at me.
slutty forehead.
Well, just saying.
I mean, and after I watched it about 3-4 more times,
Oh,
valid points
We
were
talk
made.
about this promo, right?
Yes,
valid
Right.
points were made where?
valid. There were a couple of valid points because I was on Big E's side up until he said being a manager. Okay, well, you could have came back about a year ago to do that. You really could
Who's in
have,
love?
huh?
Let
She
me
found
let me
love.
get this right. Let me see if I can get this right.
Break it down.
I break my neck, right? I break my neck. My neck. I go and I'm doing everything in my power to get myself together. I'm having stem cells. I'm doing all that shit. And I can't get cleared. I'm not cleared. And you're standing in the ring mad at me because I didn't come back fast enough to deal with your petty squabbling. You're mad at me because you're a fucking loser? Is that what I'm hearing? Because if we're being honest, you were a loser before I got here and you're a loser now. Okay? And even as a group, you still are the least capable out of all of us. So let's not go with the whole I didn't heal fast enough for you. Cause you couldn't even get your own shit together to be able to do something on your own to get a singles title. Somebody handed you an opportunity at a championship and you couldn't focus long enough to do that. But you're mad at me after I broke my fucking neck. That's what you're mad about. You let Karrion Kross come in and change your whole mindset. You let him come in and shift everything you had going on. You were one of the longest reigning tag team champions in history. In history. 483 days. You've had the titles more times than we can count. But you let a motherfucker who's had a championship in one part of the company one time come in and shake up your entire existence. That ain't have shit to do with me. That's you and your insecurity. So if I healed quickly and came back or not, shit still would have hit the fan and you still would be blaming me. And as far as Kofi goes, the proof is in the pudding. I wasn't the one who lost the title in 6 seconds. That wasn't me. That was you. And I still was by your side after that. I broke my fucking neck. And then you worry about what I got going on in my household with my woman? Don't worry about my woman. Don't do that. And then not only did y'all shut y'all went after Big E and cut him, his woman got on the internet and ate y'all asses alive.
Left no crumbs.
Oh, we.
And
She got
came
on
back
the
for
internet
seconds.
and tore your ass up.
Whew.
So let's
And
get reality. Let's
you saw how Xavier tried to reply, and she was like, "Nah."
try it.
She came back even
Why would he?
harder.
Why would he even
Whoop
do
his
that? Because she was on the road.
verbally.
Like,
He
Verbally whooped
tried,
his ass.
and she went even harder, and he just gave up.
And you
why would
should
you
have.
even do that?
Cause
You should have set this one
you
out. You
you
should have
should have
set it
just sat
out.
out from the
You
beginning.
should.
That ain't
What did New
never
York
been your
say?
forte.
What New York say on Flavor of Love? You should just sat there and ate your food. That's exactly what Bullshit
Period.
did because she was letting the chopper fly. You should just let her do what she do. Like we let Brandy, um,
Like, do you not
Kim,
see the
like
other
all
sister?
them.
Like Mia, she crazy.
Right.
Okay. I could understand it better if Big E had tore his ACL or his MCL. Those are
Mhm.
injuries we've all seen people recover from. But the neck injuries, most of them are career-ending neck injuries. You're bringing up Edge. It took Edge 9 fucking years to come back. Or did you forget? 9 years he was gone. I only been gone what, a year and some change. Now you come back. Now you mad at me because I'm not healing fast enough for you? Nah, fam.
I'm gonna play
No, I
devil's
would have cussed your
advocate.
ass out. I know she is. She always do.
Let's hear it.
I
Okay.
Let's
don't
hear
like
it.
it.
Here we go. Here we go.
On a very serious note, obviously, if people haven't read E's Players Tribune, they should. It was really good, really important, very touching, touched me. Besides all of that, they weren't necessarily wrong, but the delivery wasn't appropriate. And I said this last night. Oh my God, Kat, you gotta go. Um, here's these fucking treats. Um, the problem is that she now you don't got no more. The problem is that everybody is right, but the delivery was wrong for some folks. Were they really mean
I
about it?
disagree.
Yes. Were they right? Yes. Was Big E right? Yes. Everybody was right. And I mean, everybody did want Woods and Kofi to get along. Here we go.
I don't give a fuck
This is
about
what
none of
y'all
that.
wanted.
No.
Yep.
Mm-mm. No. No.
And that's the
Mm-mm.
problem. Everybody
No.
wants something, but when they get it, now they're like, "Oh no, I didn't ask for it." But no, you was asking for shit a little too much, and so this is what we all get. And now you got to deal with it.
Here's my theory behind
No.
it.
No.
I'm not wrong.
No, you are.
No, I'm not.
I'm not coming back. Nobody should be coming back to police two grown ass men. You're grown. You want me to come back and fix and save you? Bitch, you save your fucking self.
But the whole point of the new day was to save each other.
They had two people there. Two people wasn't enough. They couldn't get themselves
Not
together.
when they've been a trio
Two
their
and a half.
whole lives, basically.
Mm.
2.5 people. We
Two
forgot
and
the
a half
temporary
people
person.
is crazy.
We forgot the temporary
That's
person while
crazy.
Big E was out.
I'm
And he
He
just,
had
ain't
I'm
even.
just
He
playing
don't
devil's
even
advocate.
count.
and I believe that he would have had something to do with this. I believe that this was probably written up like far
I'm just
some
saying.
time ago, and he was supposed to be part of this.
Of course, but he's not. So we got this. I'm be on Sideshow Bob and Carl Carlson's ass until they fix it. I don't care nothing about what they talk about.
Now let me ask
I don't
Ray
want to hear it.
because we gotta keep that same energy. Now
Uh-huh.
you be on J head heavily. We gotta keep that same energy with your boy. Cause why is his haircut like that? We gotta keep the same energy.
Oh,
I
with
was to,
E.
He
yes, I was to be
Yeah, his
discouraged.
he looks
stressing.
like
He was
he gets
stressing.
his
He was
hair cut by
stressing.
somebody at the church.
He was stressing. You know, he haven't had it cut yet. He was stressing. That's that I haven't had it cut yet.
This motherfucker said at the church somebody cuts hair
He
at
was
the
stressing.
church. Nicole, please, please.
Somebody said Elvis his hands cut his hair.
I can't.
I'm pretty sure he's probably going for like a
That's what it
club
looks like.
job or something. But at the same time, you know, he was stressing out. He like, man,
Listen,
Tell me that's
Biggie,
not accurate.
just go to one dude, one ninja in the hood. And when I say the hood where you can actually sit in the barbershop and
that
you
was
may hear a gunshot, go to the hood and they'll hook you up.
that was part of the plan. After he said he was gonna be manager,
That's
he
my
was probably
favorite
gonna
places
hit
to
up.
get my hair braided.
He's probably
I
gonna
go to
Right.
the
hit
hood
up
to get, I go to the hood to get my hair done
hit up
too.
whatever hood they
Yes.
were. He's
In a
probably gonna hit up
very
the same
unsafe
barbershop
environment
that always hooks him up with his mohawks and whatnot.
because I know it's
That's
gonna look
crazy.
good, it's cheap, and she's gonna braid fast
Oh no, it
because
was
she
Yeah.
got like four other people
Oh yeah,
behind me
And her baby
and
daddy
she's
coming up
trying to
there.
go out that night. Whilst on talking on the phone the entire time trying to find a babysitter.
Yep. Yep. Yelling at her baby
listen.
daddy.
It was a shootout while I was literally sitting in the chair getting my hair braided. Like literally like a block down. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, you gotta go to the hood for the hair and for the
That's
good food. I'm just saying.
crazy.
So Biggie,
oh, no,
there you
I
go.
remember one time. It was like some years
Aren't
ago.
they what
In the
or
middle of
aren't
my
they
barber
I think they're
appointment,
moving to the Bay Area, so there's plenty of time for that.
in the
They
middle of
going
the
to
Plenty
barber
of
Oakland.
appointment,
places for all that.
like my barber and his BM got into it literally in the middle of my cut.
That's not.
I was
I'm
like,
not
oh, he
surprised.
love her, love her. I was like, he moving to her neck of the woods.
Yeah, they moving to Oakland.
Wait, you said it was a baby mama.
Yeah, it
His
was the
baby mama
barber
and
and
the
his BM.
barber
Like
started going
literally,
at it in
like
the
they went
middle of his
outside and
haircut.
started. They went outside and started World Star, and I'm like, bruh. And then like they got done, then he went back in, went right back like nothing happened, just until the police came.
Actually, now that
He just turned it off and he went back to explaining what happened. I'm like, bro, what just happened here?
That is
That's
funny.
crazy.
Now that I think
That is
about it, my nail
nuts.
lady is kind of ghetto. She'll randomly she'll like leave in the middle. Actually, she left in the middle of my appointment yesterday to go get her nephew some money.
God, please let's move on. Please.
The hood, where's that?
Saturday night.
Yeah, for
Saturday
some
night
reason
main
you're always
event.
loyal to them.
I love the
I can't.
logos for it.
Saturday night main event is set. They got some matches booked, and it looks like they're going to be adding some more later on down the line. Plus, the United States Women's Championship is going to close out at Saturday night main event, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. So the match that they have booked that you just booked this past Monday was Finn versus Gunther. Now, like we mentioned earlier, Finn is losing his freaking mind. And he done took over and is running the Judgment Day himself, or at least he believes he is. He done weaseled his way into getting a title shot after getting into a fight with Damian Priest, damn near taking his arm out the socket and costing him his title match, and then demanding a title shot and then attacking Gunther after Gunther granted Dominic a match. It seems that all of Finn Balor's efforts have finally granted him what he wanted, which is a title match. But Adam Pearce is also going to make him and JD wrestle for the tag team titles at Saturday Night Main Event, which he'll explain all of that next week. So for now, he has a title shot against Gunther, and he more than likely will have to defend his titles at Saturday Night Main Event as well. Then we have Morgan facing off against Io Sky. This match was determined in a previous Raw when they had like a big battle royal to determine her number one contender, which is why you saw Io wrestling against her and Raquel this past Monday. And then the one match that's been booked for weeks is Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes, Saturday night main event. Those are your matches currently for the card. I don't know what they're gonna do with Naya. They may book her for Saturday night main event. They may not. But there's your card for Saturday night main event. What y'all think?
How many matches was that?
It's about three and a four. It's like a four. It's one, three, and a possible. You can say
Yeah, I
for
think
Is
it's
the
right
gonna be
three
like
now.
a
matches already
2 hour
booked?
show.
I think
Yes,
they'll
three
have at
matches
least
booked.
6 matches on the show.
I think it's gonna be like a 2 hour show, probably.
Yeah, I feel like they'll have at least 6 or 7 matches.
I don't know
So
about
it'll be three
seven.
more matches booked. I think Ludwig Kaiser and
Yeah,
Brian
7
Breaker
in a
are
two
probably
hour
going to get booked
window.
for that.
I would low key put some put an NXT match on
Really?
there. Yes. I
Mm.
Who?
don't know who yet. Let me marinate on that a little bit. But I would put an NXT match on there.
Anybody else got any thoughts on Saturday night main event?
I'm
I
so
do
upset
wonder.
Wesley cut his hair.
I love it. I like it.
I'm
It's
I
so
cute.
wonder
It brings
upset.
it back to the old school rascal.
what bloodline
Yeah.
member will make that card.
Or what bloodline match will be on the card?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I mean
I mean, at this point,
everybody
the
hurt.
last thing they got left, yeah,
Who
the
ain't
last thing they
hurt?
got left though, it should be Roman versus Solo for now to get that Ulafala back. Unless they're gonna save that for Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
don't know.
probably saving that for Rumble.
Yeah, because I can't picture Roman being in the Rumble.
Yeah, not yet. 2026 maybe, but not yet. Not next
Yeah.
year.
But guess what? He gonna be in it.
Yep.
If he not gonna be in there, he definitely gonna be in the elimination chamber for sure. I feel like
Yeah,
Roman.
I feel like Royal the way Roman's character is now, Royal Rumble is doing too much. That's too many people.
You know how Triple H like to lay it on thick, honey.
I
So
feel
you
like
never
he
know.
feels like I don't want to be having to go through that many people, which I mean same. But it's Roman, they would probably have him come out at 30 unless they had a big
Yep.
surprise.
Yeah, I said
It's a
it's the
thing.
rum. This
So
one
it's
of the
like you don't even got to be in there that long if you come in at 30.
This time
Mm-hmm.
they won't be mad if he number 30. Maybe not. I don't know. I just know it won't be like the last time. like the last time.
Yeah, it won't be definitely won't be
No.
like the last time.
No.
I think Randy's gonna have something
Anything?
to do with that Cody and KO match.
speaking of
Oh, you
Randy
think
Orton,
so?
he might win the Royal Rumble.
What?
Who?
Stop it.
Is
Well,
that your
well,
early
Stop
pick?
it. Just stop it.
well,
Oh
he
God.
there's a valid point because we still have to get to Randy versus Cody at some point. That's
First
a
he said
valid point.
Cena, then he said Randy.
Cedric, come
He just
on now.
said
You should have
Cena
pinned
was.
old dude.
Oh, yeah. I need Cedric to win this one.
He should have pinned
Um,
he's fucking up.
I don't know who gonna win the Rumble,
John Cena.
but I don't
Oh,
want John
please
Cena to
not.
win. Please stop. He gonna be in the elimination chamber. So what
He's
would he
gonna be
need
in
to be in the
elimination
chamber
chamber.
Nah,
for
they gonna
if
Well,
He's
he's
put him.
winning.
gonna win
I'm telling
Royal
y'all right now,
Rumble?
John Cena is winning elimination chamber.
They are not gonna
That's
put
fine,
John
whatever.
Cena's old body inside the elimination chamber,
They
man.
put
Yes, they
plenty of
You
old
gonna put him
are.
in
bodies
a
in
Royal
elimination
Rumble?
chamber. Don't you start.
They ain't gonna put John Cena in. John Cena ain't gonna agree to that.
John Cena ain't got shit else to do.
John Cena
He
wanna
ain't got nothing
just
else to do.
John Cena wanna come in number
John Cena
32.
probably be the first person to agree to it.
John
John
Cena,
Cena going in elimination. You think
John
John
Cena,
Cena won't
You want
go
me
in
to jump off?
elimination chamber?
You want me to jump
no,
He
off
ain't
what?
good at
All right.
nothing besides
no,
wrestling this year.
he is
Nope.
not
Nope.
doing the elimination chamber.
He is doing a. I bet you he is
I
going.
told him
I'm
he's gonna be
telling
in
you.
that match.
If anything,
Yep.
John would be one of the first people in the elimination chamber.
John Cena is not gonna do elimination chamber.
I
You
mean,
think
because
he's?
Damn.
he
You think
promoted.
John Cena would rather go?
What, do the rumble over the elimination chamber?
Oh, Eddie Thorpe won. Holy shit!
You're a god. Oh,
So
Oh shit!
I
I'm sorry.
I've told y'all no spoilers the whole night, but y'all pretty much spoiled the whole show, so I might not
I'm
lie.
sorry.
But Cinco is right. He is promoting the elimination chamber, but he also promoted the Royal Rumble. So I do think he's gonna get a spot in that Rumble. Now, should he just have a random match? Sure, because this Royal Rumble is probably gonna be some outside people coming in again. I definitely expect Joe Hendry to show up at number 2. I don't know why number 2, but I see that happening. But I see a lot of outside people showing up. And I don't want that spot taken away by somebody's John Cena. So put him in a match, but if they're not gonna put him in a match, he definitely gonna be in that rumble. I just don't see the point. I don't see the overall purpose of him being in the elimination chamber, which I understand, but I don't see the point. So I get Cinco on that in that aspect.
He just not gonna do it. I just don't
He
see it.
definitely gonna
I
be in
mean,
that rumble. I can see it.
I
Right.
don't see the point in him
He's
being
gonna
in
be in the
Rumble.
rumble. You said
Just
what?
gonna be number 30.
He
Actually,
gonna
be
be
number 1.
he
Be
gonna
number
no
1.
John Cena?
He be number 1. Don't be number 20.
No, no, no,
No.
no,
He better
no.
not be on number 30.
He gonna be between
I think he could
26
be
to
number
30.
one.
He gonna
He's
be
good.
We talking about a person who admitted to driving around Florida from day to night with no sounds or nothing. He if he wants to go in the elimination chamber, he's going to be in the elimination chamber. There's
they
nothing
are
to him.
not gonna do that. They're
John Cena is going to. Why don't you think John won't go elimination chamber?
just because this is
That's what I'm saying.
just because this is his farewell tour in his last year, but he still
That's
has
the
his
better reason
other.
why he
That
would
is more to the
go.
reason he's low key safer in elimination chamber than with 29 other motherfuckers in the
He,
Royal Rumble.
he ain't gonna be fired 29 people at the
Think
same
about how
time.
many random people get injured for months in Royal Rumble compared to elimination chamber.
I can only think of one.
I feel like everybody gets fucked up in Royal Rumble randomly.
Hmm.
But I just don't see it happening.
He
Nope.
likes elimination chamber. He is going to be in that match. I'm telling
Just
you.
because he like it don't mean Triple H gonna put him in it.
Triple H is going to put him in there.
He
You
might.
think
If
Triple H give a fuck?
Cena walks up to him and be like, "Yo, let me go in the chamber," Trick's gonna be like, "Say less, say less, pal."
He let Cody go in that fucking hell in a cell with his arm hanging on by toilet paper inside
Now,
his body.
now
He
that's
don't
a
I
care.
that's
mean,
a
what's it gonna
that's a
do no more
difference right
damage?
there.
Exactly.
That's a difference right there. Cody Rhodes, because he
Cena got nothing to lose.
he got Cody locked in for some years, and
I
Cody
mean,
is younger. John Cena is what, over 50 now,
No,
or
he's
at
not. He just
50.
looked like that.
Cena didn't even.
He
I would.
he
he could
he
get hurt worse in the Royal Rumble than he would in Elimination Chamber. It's
he's not
always
gonna
the freak
He's
accidents
not
in
gonna.
the Royal Rumble.
He's not even gonna
he
be
ain't gonna
jumping off his shit.
he ain't gonna get hurt in the
He's
rumble.
47.
He gonna slide in at number 28, throw out three
Mhm.
people, get punched in the head, be on the ground resting for a bit till they get to like the final three, and they gonna have their little
This
moment.
motherfucker done telegraphed the whole match of how long he gonna be in there.
Right.
That
Done
is how
It
it
ain't gonna
telegraphed
be
go.
it
long.
He's
the
the
whole
timekeeper.
damn part. Now, if that shit happen, I'm gonna be in the damn video like this is Cinco fault. I blame him for this
Right.
bullshit that
I'm
we
We
are
just
all should post
getting.
a video on Twitter if that happened. Like we
I'm just
blame Cinco.
Yep.
I got this
Dude,
Shannon
Cena's not
Sharp
doing no
clip ready
rest
just
moves
in
in
case.
Cena's not doing no rest moves in no match.
Well, I'm gonna say, y'all. John Cena's not gonna be in no elimination chamber match for over 40 minutes straight. I'm
I bet
sorry, I
if
just
he
can't
is,
see it.
You act
if
like
he
he's go. You
is,
acting like he's starting. Like he could be the last person to
He
go
probably
in.
gonna come out the pod last.
Right,
And
he come out the pod last.
20 minutes in them
And then it's
no,
gonna be like 15 minutes for him.
that 15 minutes gonna be detrimental.
No, it's
I'm
Like
telling
I
you, it ain't
said,
happen.
here's what I heard. This is
He may
what's
have a
happening.
random match at elimination, but he's not gonna be in the
He is
chamber.
going in the chamber. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
If he gonna be,
I don't know. Like, okay, if
who gonna
that
be the other?
happens, y'all going to Royal Rumble. So by after Royal Rumble, if y'all watching it, Zico, you send Nicole a bottle. If he's in the chamber, you gotta send her a bottle. That's the bet. If he's
All right.
not, then Nicole, you send him one. That's how you settle that.
I like that. I like my
Fine.
odds.
I
There's the
think
bet.
my odds are great.
I like tequila.
We know.
So the question is, who will Cena wrestle at Mania?
It's gonna be Gunther.
Gunther.
Oh,
If he makes it that far,
He will make it.
I don't know.
Why are you trying to kill
What
John
not
Cena?
today?
right.
I'm just
What's
saying.
Cena do to you? You
What
think
that man do to you?
hold on, you found with him being in the match with Gunther, but you don't want him in an elimination chamber?
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
Gunther
sounds all
is
right.
gonna kill John Cena. It's about to be a massacre on TV.
It's gonna be an
That's
underdog
definitely
win. That's
happening.
all that matters. He just gotta hit one attitude adjustment. It's a wrap. He can get
No
dog
way.
walk the whole match. That's fine. We seen him get dog walk before, but hey, he just needs to just
Yeah.
hit that one move.
And Gunther kick out of it. Shit. I mean, at this point,
You got to hit the attitude jump off the top rope. Then
you want him to you let me get this right. He
yep,
can't go he can't go in the elimination chamber, but he can get on the top turnbuckle and hit
yep,
that attitude adjustment.
that's right.
Yes, because that makes sense.
It does make sense. That's a
Okay,
super
babe.
attitude adjustment.
How?
Stop it. Stop it.
Okay,
Okay,
babe. Cool.
if we put Cena into the elimination chamber, who gonna be the
Oh,
five other
God.
people in that match with him? Then
It could be KO. He has
Oh.
history with Cena. Seth, history with Cena. And then you
You
can
can
put
put
in like
CM Punk.
you can put in like faces that have history with Cena. And they're all like gunning for because Elimination Chamber is gunning for a title shot.
And I doubt LA Knight will have a title by then, so put
Yeah,
LA
you
Knight
put
in
LA
there.
Knight in there. Yep.
Boom. That's your chamber match.
that's actually a good idea to have anybody who had a connection or some type of feud with Cena. I actually do like that.
You can throw
Fair.
Austin Theory's ass in there.
Like everyone's just waiting for him to have his face turn. Like we know it's coming. It's just a matter of when.
Mm.
boo. We put John Cena in the Royal Rumble. He's not
Stop
gonna
it.
be in the chamber.
He's in
We
the
gonna
chamber.
settle
I'm
it.
telling you right now.
When they book it and we get the final say on who
Like
is
what if
in
he's
the
in both?
chamber,
What
I
if he
mean,
goes in
could
both?
be. When
Will they
we
just
book
owe each
it,
other a
we'll
bottle?
see. Sika, well, no,
But
because
I'm not saying that he's not going to be in the Rumble, but he's not winning the
yeah,
Rumble though.
right. They just don't think that
What?
he's
I'm
gonna.
just saying, if he had the choice, he would definitely do an elimination chamber match if it was offered to him.
And
So we'll
also,
see.
has he won a Rumble before?
Who
Yep.
Cena?
John Cena, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, when he returned that surprise like
So he
entrance.
doesn't
yeah.
necessarily need and that's what I'm trying to get. He doesn't necessarily need to win a Rumble. He just needs a way to get to Gunther. And low key, John Cena was a loser before he announced this retirement. I mean, he still is kind of a loser. Look at all the matches he lost.
Well, still it's a loser. Just mean. Why the word today is loser? But like we used this earlier before. The name of this episode guy had the word loser, and apparently, because that's the topic today. He,
That's the only word I could think of.
Anything else before we go? Is that it?
What? I got a question. What do you all think the savior is for Punk between this whole Punk, Paul, and Roman ordeal?
I don't know. But I would imagine it's gonna have to do with somebody's championship.
Yeah.
And since Gunther might be tied up with John, look like CM Punk might be coming over to
Raheem,
the SmackDown side for a little
I
while.
wouldn't even be surprised if Punk win the Rumble.
Raheem, he's waiting
nah,
for
That's
him.
somebody that that's
He
a
probably
dark
will.
horse I don't want to use yet.
I can see Punk winning
hell
the Rumble.
no.
I can see it. I'm
Why
trying
he
to figure
can't
out the
win?
what's
Because
the
I don't fit his agenda. But that's probably what's going to happen. So you might as well get used to it.
I cannot.
and people keep saying y'all pay attention. I'm like, I'm trying to pay attention. I don't know what is the favor. I guess Seth could be the common denominator. A title could be a common denominator. I don't know.
I would imagine it would be some type of way to get him into something that would lead to him getting a championship opportunity. It would have to be. So I don't think that favor is going to be cashed in until he is cashed in, which might be for a little while. Because if
I can
he
see that.
doesn't win the Rumble and he's in the chamber, let's say he lose his opportunity to get in the chamber, that could be his favor to get in the
Mm-hmm.
chamber match and to win the chamber. So it depends.
I mean, there's two ways to get a title match, especially if they're trying to pull the trigger at Mania. It's two ways: Rumble, Elimination Chamber.
Yep. Those are avenues. And that's basically what he said on Monday. So, but he
It's
got an ace in the
interesting.
hole.
Okay,
We'll
find me
see.
someone
Well,
that's gonna
no
hold me down the
AEWs.
way. Find me someone that's gonna hold me down the way Mia's sister holds Big E down.
I can't.
Just listen.
Man, she was 10 toes down for her man.
As she should be. I told
He gave
y'all.
her the rundown on what to expect as far as like
She said,
Wrestle Bay, and she
she said if the biggest achievement of my 10+ year career was a Burger King crown, I'd be a hating ass
Bitch.
bitch too.
Bitch too.
that was crushed by Roman, mind you. So it was definitely Burger King paper material.
It's just paper mache all over the place.
Why he step?
She didn't
Why he
lie.
step on it like that?
Well, she
Not
didn't
when
lie.
I'm standing tall
someone
holding
said,
the title
someone
up, up.
said, fight back. She said they haven't been able to win a match in weeks. So you think they gonna win this?
Mm.
Listen, and
Did she
that's got to
lie?
keep him. She didn't, and that's got to keep him up at night because he's literally the only one that does not
What
have a
happened?
singles track record. Everybody else do, but he don't.
Mm.
He's literally the Jan Brady of the New Day.
Oh,
He
somebody
the he
just
the,
took
he, he
out
the,
Eddie
he the
Thorpe.
Leangelo Baller.
Hell no.
He is Leangelo Ball. Xavier Woods is Leangelo Ball.
Oh my gosh. Up, somebody
That
took
is
out
crazy.
Eddie Thorpe also got taken out since we're saying us spoilers.
What? Oh, it's probably
Who
the
gonna
Rock.
replace him?
Rock probably sent somebody in there to take his ass out from last week. He didn't even do nothing. The man didn't do nothing. Like I said, he shouldn't have grabbed her wrist. True enough, but he didn't do anything. Damn, they had to go all the way in the showers. Is
Damn.
he dead? What the fuck?
And he looked dead. I'll say he don't look too good.
Single, go somewhere with that tweet.
Where he say, uh-uh. What did he say?
He
Cena
got that
always
Shannon
doing
Sharp
some
gift. Talking
sneak
about
this
some
shit.
me with John Cena winning Royal Rumble.
Hold on.
Ain't
Let me go.
nervous. You a dirtbag. You a
We're not doing
dirtbag.
that. And we will not, y'all. If he do
Hold
win, we're
on.
not gonna hear the end of this. Like, and if we all go to Mania, we're not gonna hear the end of this from Cinco. If Cena wins the Rumble,
That bottle service gonna be crazy.
Right.
Oh, it's definitely not a
Oh.
bottle service. I am not rich.
oh no, if he win, then drinks on Cinco.
I'm, I'm gonna buy shots regardless. I'm like,
Of
see
course
how
you are.
is this war?
Man,
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We will
They,
see you
she did
guys.
call me a nigga.
We will see you guys next time. We ain't gonna talk about no AEW stuff. I guess not.
No, cause what's that?
Girl,
Um,
she
That was
said,
rude.
"What's
I'm sorry.
that?" She said, "No, cause what's that?" To be fair to them, we did talk about them on the last episode. So real quick,
Heavily.
yeah, they had full gear.
We was
They
picking.
had
I
it.
don't know. What was we talking about? Was that the Bobby situation? Yeah, we gave them at least almost an hour of content.
Yeah, we did. We did. Bobby did win his match like we all suspected he would. He
Right.
beat Swerve. Orange Cassidy lost. John Moxley retained. Um, Mercedes Moné retained. Um, there was a segment with Mariah May. She was able to get a feud started with her friend Nina, and I guess they're gonna start that feud sometime soon. I haven't watched AEW, so I'm not sure if they started it or not. What else happened? They had the tag team titles. Private Party retained their titles. Um, what else happened? Osprey had a match. He lost. Um, I can't remember everything. So, and they had that match with that TikToker and QT Marshall, and the TikToker won that match on the pre-show. Oh, MJF. I believe MJF beat Roderick Strong in his match. Overall, most people say they were underwhelmed with that pay per view. What's the next pay per view for them? Revolution or something like that.
I don't know.
ask
It's
the cat.
supposed.
Kitty, when's the next pay per view? When's the next pay per view?
That's still
Oh,
going.
word.
It's still going.
Like for real? What time, girl? What time?
Who the main event?
Stop. Okay.
Late times is
I
crazy.
She
can't.
had to, she had to go check. She had to go check
It was
her notes.
delayed as hell.
She had to check her notes.
This cat get on my fucking nerves all day today.
um,
I'm gonna shoot myself.
I have no
Where's my
idea,
drink?
but
She's trying to tell you where it's at.
it seemed
Couldn't
like the
even find
next
a
pay per
tweet.
view for AEW is one of their TV PLEs, and it's Fight for the Fallen. It's on January 1st, and that's in 2025.
Yeah, don't they usually like raise money for something?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. They're supposed to have Chris Jericho's Rock and Wrestling Rager at Sea,
Oh
and
God.
that is on January 31st. They have
I'm surprised it
AEW
wasn't on
Grand
January
Slam.
6th.
They didn't want to compete with WWE. You know, they going on Netflix on January
Oh no,
6th,
I'm not
honey.
talking about that. That's his wife's favorite holiday.
I know.
Yeah, I
But
think the
Wait,
Alliance might be booked that day.
does AEW
you ain't
count
lying.
does they count winter as coming as something special?
I thought
I
that was
don't
a T.
think.
Is that a pay per view or is that a
That's
TV special?
that's a
That's gonna
TV
I
be in.
think it's a
special.
That's the
TV
one that's in.
special.
That's a TV special.
That's the one that's
It's
in
a
St.
TV
Louis. That's gonna be
special.
in St. Louis.
Oh, that's still this
I
year.
low
It's
key,
next
if
week.
I could get the time, if I could get like those 2 days off, I was considering going because that's
What?
the
So that's
Mariah
the
and Nina match too.
Yeah. Right. Right.
that's the
Now when
last
is
thing
that
they got
show?
this year. I think it's December 11th. It says December 11th, and
Oh no, I
then
can't do that. Oh,
it's the day
Yeah,
before
that's
my
here.
birthday. Winter is coming will take place from December 11th to the 14th. So
Dang.
yeah,
Well, it'll take a
that's what
long
they
time.
say. December 11th to the 14th. That's what it say, baby. I don't know.
that's a lot.
How many days you
I don't
need for a
know,
show?
baby. I don't know. I don't know, baby.
Man,
I don't
like about 5 years, WrestleMania is gonna be the entire week. seven
That's
7 days,
not
5 weekends.
even.
What are they filming for that long?
We're
I
I
could
have
spreading
barely.
no
it.
idea.
We're spreading it three
It don't
days:
say like
Friday,
December
Saturday, Sunday.
11th and December 14th. It
It's
says
gonna be a
December 11th to
24
the.
hour WrestleCon.
It's like 3 days. Let me look because the 11th is a Wednesday, so that's Dynamite. Thursday
Uh-huh.
they're not gonna have nothing. That's my birthday, and then Friday is Rampage, correct? And then the
Collision.
14th is Collision. That's why they're having it from the 11th to the 14th.
Uh,
Oh, makes sense.
Still too much. Not worth it.
Fair. So, I guess that's their last TV special or their last thing for the year. And
Hmm.
then, like I said, they have Jericho's Rock and Wrestling Rager at Sea. They have AEW Grand Slam Australia, which is happening on the 15th of February. And then AEW Revolution happens in March on the 9th. And then in July,
Oh, are
they
we gonna
have.
talk? I know we've been on here for a little bit, but did we want to talk about Ricky Starks or no?
Yeah, they let Jada say nigga and shit on TV today.
I guess
Free
they ain't
my
saying
boy
nothing
till it's
about it.
backwards.
I gotta go back and watch
We can
this.
talk about
But
Ricky Starks. I'll just cut this. I'll just cut it in half. But to round it out, they have AEW All in Texas in July on the 12th of next year. That's going to be in Arlington and Globe Life Field. And then they head into Forbidden Door in August. On the 24th, they're going to be in England again.
They love going to England.
Yeah, that's where they get their biggest audience, babe. All right. So Nicole wants to talk about Ricky Starks. So let's talk about it. He had an interview with Chris and he was talking to him and he covered everything. All the questions the fans had about him being at WrestleMania, being backstage at Royal Rumble, about why he's not wrestling. So Nicole, it's on you, babe.
Um, so basically, he basically talked about how he's not injured. He doesn't know why he's not on TV. Thinks he has like a good relationship with Tony XYZ. So he's like, it is what it is, and talk positively about the company. But yeah, it was basically like, I have no idea why I'm not on TV. Um, Also talked about someone did say to him that that it was not quote it was a quote a good look to be. I don't remember if it was Rumble. Yeah, the Rumble. It was like not a good look. And then Ricky was like, he's like, I'm gonna go anywhere to go serve. He's gonna go support my friend. And he was like, and anyways, that picture shouldn't even been taken because it was from security footage.
Mm.
yeah, that picture was from like a security,
Yeah,
like
like
some
that picture was
CCTV.
from a security footage. That wasn't like him. So that was a worker who took that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he was like, I've never been under like that mindset that he was like, I can't go support my friends. And he was like, and first and foremost, he was like, I was a fan before anything. So he was like, so you're gonna tell me as a fan that I'm gonna pass up a chance to go to WrestleMania and see two of like my best friends perform? He was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, he makes a valid
He was
point.
spitting. He
Hmm.
spitting.
And then it's just weird. So before then, GCW had their blood sport. Um, MVP performed, and then Marina Shafir performed. I feel like there's somebody else, but I'm forgetting. And then um, Ricky was promoted for a couple of GCW events. And then, like the same day as this interview dropped, among others, along with Effie's. So the interview that Effie gave that's making its rounds everywhere, that interview was like a month old.
What
But
did
I
he
guess
say? Because people keep saying that he said something disrespectful, and I
I
just want to
mean,
know what he
it kind of
said.
was, but he said something that I feel everyone's been thinking. So he was basically talking about how AEW booked a show for he's like booked a show for Hammerstein Ballroom like right after um, GCW announced that they were. So it was very very close. So he was saying something like how um, GCW because again he's like a big fixture within the company, does a lot of promotion with them, yada yada yada, all that good stuff. And he was saying how he's like they don't have the luxury to be. He was like they were very like proud of themselves for being able to book the Hammerstein Ballroom, blah blah blah, and that was something that they did on their own and without any help or support, and how they did that on their own because they also, and then yada yada yada, go around how they basically have to make sure they are consistently turning a profit or they wouldn't be able to keep the doors open or do what they do XYZ, and how they don't have the luxury to get bailed out and to be at a $40 million deficit and still book all this stuff and turn out shows XYZ.
Oh,
And then I
child.
forgot what the interviewer said to like press on for more questions, but then Effie turned around and said something about how said something basically he said he name dropped Shad and was basically like, my father doesn't like give me all this money to play with and have a wrestling promotion because he doesn't want me by his businesses.
I mean, that's not as disrespectful as I thought he could have been.
No.
I've heard people say the exact same shit, so I'm confused. But whatever.
And so people say because of that, that's the rumor that's circulating that that's one of the reasons, or that's the main reason um, he got pulled from his booking from GCW.
It was a whole move.
Hmm.
That was a major whole move.
I mean, are you surprised?
Nah.
Also, when is his contract up? Because I thought it was up already.
Who?
He didn't say.
Mm-mm. Ricky,
I have no idea.
I think didn't they say they added more time? They said somewhere like close into like the
probably.
spring spring summer somewhere like that.
Oh, that's still not that bad. He could show up at SummerSlam.
Right. I wish
Hmm.
you could be at the Rumble, but that's a different whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just pretty much preventing the inevitable because that's where he want to go, and that's the thing. Like we we gave Vince that same slack. Like why? Like with what's his name? Ali. Like we gave Vince that slack
Yeah.
for not getting rid of him. Like if he don't want to be there no more, just let him go. This is the same with
Yep.
that. Like why do this to prove a point? Like whatever point you think that is, like let the dude go. He don't want to be there no more.
And when people say, well, people are saying that Tony needs to be a boss, this is him being a boss. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
And if someone tried to say WWE, and I was like, no, because ever since Triple H has been there, they don't even tack on injury time.
Exactly.
So don't. Nope. And
Bobby,
when they go to them and say they want to leave,
Shelton,
they
and MVP were able to hop, skip, jump right over to AEW.
being fair, MVP did injure his knee in the E just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. And they could have been petty, but that's not how they operate. Well, that as of now,
Well, no, they're not operating like that anymore. They're not operating like that anymore.
I gotta try to get
So
out that old habits die hard because so far I don't have any complaints for real.
no, and the wrestlers are happier. So
Right,
as long as they're happy, I'm happy because I'm not the one who has to be out there 3 days a week wrestling and slamming my back on no hard ass mat every week. I don't have to do that
right.
shit. So whatever they want to do to make themselves happy, you should be helping that, not aiding, not tearing them down. And Tony was the one who came out and said we're different from the other guys. We're not going to hold people's contracts hostage. That was him. Nobody asked for that. You said that. And now here you are doing exactly what your predecessors did.
Mm-hmm.
And you claiming everybody's defending it. Cause when I posted it, they were like, well, they should have kept their mouth shut. I'm like, I'm a grown. I can say what the fuck I want. At the end of the day, it's not personal. It's business. I'm not getting what I want from you. I'm getting offered something better over here. Let me go do what I'm doing. You're not even booking me. You don't even want me on TV. You got 3 motherfucking shows and can't find a space for me, not including Ring of Honor.
And then of
Why
course
can't I
not
go and
to
do what I want to do?
right.
Like, he could have really been the face of Collision after Punk left.
What was you gonna say,
Yeah.
Britt?
What was I saying? Oh, so once AJ confirmed that, I think this was right when Triple H came in. I think it was like maybe either 30 or maybe 60 days later when AJ said the morale is so much better. I said, okay, they're happy. Like you want to go to work, you want to clock in and be happy doing what you do. And you could tell for a long time, a lot of them just bit their tongues and just roll with the punches so they can have their check and pay their bills. But now you can definitely see that people are now actually enjoying it. And that's what it is. Like, that's why we have to go back to that conversation of like the unions and like stuff like that because you holding people hostage like that in our real
That's
world,
what.
that's illegal.
Uh, yes, yes. If a person wants to leave, they can leave. They can walk. As long as they go through the proper channels to leave, they can
Yeah.
leave. And technically, Pentagon and Ray did go through the proper channels. Their contracts were getting ready to be up.
Yep.
They were leaving. They don't have to re-sign with you in order for them to wrestle and do what they want. They are not obligated to do that. Just like you're not obligated to re-sign your wrestlers. You be letting them get released. You just let their contracts run out. Okay. So what's the difference? Why can't I just let my contract run out and leave? No, you're being petty because you heard them
Right.
speaking about them leaving to go to WWE. They have every right to. If that's where they want to
And
go, let
apparently
them
it was
go.
because somebody snitched on them.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, y'all like, well, if you keep your mouth shut, then you wouldn't be in this mess. And I'm like, well, when you at Burger King and Karen Land is telling everybody that you get ready to leave to go do your data entry job and they fire your stupid ass before you get that job, don't get mad because you should have kept your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Shit. That's how this works. I can say whatever I want as long as I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not out of line. I ain't tell no company secrets. I simply said I'm not re-signing. We're gonna go and take our talents to WWE. And then somebody dry snitching on you. And that just speaks to the culture over there. I don't
Yep.
like that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
I
like,
don't like that.
they're as tribalistic or even more so than the fans.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Oh,
like that
that's a
at
good
all.
one. Yeah.
Every
Somebody
time
gotta
they do
live up
that
to
rah
that.
rah when someone was like, I kind of didn't like it there. And they do that rah rah bullshit.
Hmm. Everybody rally around and start saying great things about AEW. It's so much fun here. It's so much fun. I love it. Tony's an amazing boss. That would be the first things you hear. I'm like, yeah, y'all hate that nigga. Just say you hate him.
I
Like
caught
blink
that too.
twice if you're in danger.
Right, I caught that too,
Right.
Brittany. I know exactly what you talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it here. It's amazing. It's the greatest thing ever. We have
Why
the
you lying,
greatest.
girl?
And you know, Mercedes is over there just every time. We
Mm-hmm.
have the greatest women's division in the entire world here. It's
The
like,
entire universe.
we're amazing. I
No
can't
women's
wait for you guys
division
to
will
see.
ever amount to this.
I'm like, babe, we've been seeing the women's division. And to be fair, you do have a decent women's division. It's just not being used properly. It looked like they waiting around for you to decide when you want to drop this title, and then you're gonna go and get the AEW Women's Championship
I'm gonna
because
be so mad.
They keep putting Mariah May in the back of you, which is interesting. Considering when you were in WWE and you were in the back of Charlotte, you were pretty mad about that. Well, now here you are doing the same thing to this girl. Okay.
And she has better character than you right now.
Oh, to be fair, most people have a better character than Mercedes, but that's where we gonna end it.
That's right.
That's where we gonna end it. Y'all, I promise I will get these fools back together, especially after Elimination Chamber, because I want to see who gonna win this bet. I want to
Probably give it
see
to
who
me.
gonna win this bet. I will make
I'm
sure
telling you.
we'll get them together. Y'all can tell everybody where they can find y'all at, and then I will close out the show. Cinco, if you're still awake, you can start because your
Glad
intro is the
sure. This
longest.
is Cinco from No Rose Podcast. Hashtag Cats. We are back with the Midwest Melanin Mafia coming again for another monthly show. But before we tune out, y'all gotta do a simple favor for me, and that is to follow us on all social media platforms: KT_podcast, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. No Rose Podcast, Facebook, YouTube. No Rose Podcast, all podcast platforms: Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcast, probably on everything. And don't forget to get that merch. Take it away.
I can't.
What's up, y'all? This is B Ray. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My handles are B Ray Jones, BeeRayJones. That's on Instagram and on Twitter.
And follow the pod at CultureCast Pod _ on Twitter /X, whatever you choose to call it, and CultureCast Pod on Instagram.
It's Twitter. It's Twitter.
You need to focus on
Wrong with
this.
him.
You need to focus on this bet that she plays.
John Cena going with me. My bottle.
He's
I ain't worried
not.
about it.
You gotta
It's not. I'm telling you right now.
Talk about it's like it's the bet that's going on now. Now that you need to be worried now.
What do you say, Sicko?
Do 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 do.
Hit the Paul Hayward. Do, 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 do.
Stop.
like you really think Cena's gonna win?
I know he's gonna win.
Put money on it.
I am gonna put money on it. Let them casino open up them eyes. I'm gonna put some bread on it.
You're gonna be like,
Okay.
wow.
Y'all can find us at D4TZ underscore podcast on Instagram and at Down for the Count 19 on X. We will have a Blue Sky social very, very soon. And you can find me everywhere at TV 2. Put it in and come up, and you'll see everything.
Everywhere.
And on that note, we will see y'all next time. Cinco is stupid.